Hello, my beautiful family. Oh my goodness. So I have, well, first of all, I just got a shower because I was blowing myself up. Water is huge right now. Ask for water to join you in co creating healing and unifying within you to the water that we carry. We carry water in our bodies for a reason. We're a water planet. So when we unite to water, we could you also unite through that divine being that is water to all the beautiful dolphins and all the beautiful whales and all the beautiful mermaids and all the beautiful merman because they're beautiful too, like really beautiful. Just saying. So all that is that. So all you water bearers out there, all you water beings, connect to that water, and because right now we're transmuting so fast that water wants to join us and co-create healing. So open up yourselves up when you go and you get in the water. Imagine, give thanks to the water for because it clears your aura and just basically washes everything away. Imagine every aspect of water, like when you take a bath or when you take a shower, when you go to the potty, okay, and water is involved, and then transmute that energy because this is a new way of doing grid work. Is that water as it goes down, right? If we infuse it and make it into light, you're literally grounding liquid light into this earth and into all the aquifers and into all that blah blah. So connect to water because water was very adamant with me this morning saying, tell everybody the time is now. Connect to fire, all you beautiful dragons out there, all you beautiful fire breathers, and all you fire walkers and all you American connected to all that is. Fire is calling forth the essence, the beautiful being that is fire, that's transmutation, it's an aspect of the phoenix of the rising, is calling forth and is saying, write down anything that you want to release. At this point, just write down on a piece of paper, which connects you to the wisdom of the guardians of the trees and nature through all that, and earth. So you're now combining earth with fire, right? And so you write down anything, and I've written things like, I release anything not from my highest good. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Because things that are happening so fast right now as the world's Kundalini begins to move, right? And so connect to fire, write down anything that you just really know within your heart that is keeping you from fully stepping into your light, and then light it up and let it go. And you may have to do that like I'm a pyro because I'm dragon essence, so I love my fire. So, I burn stuff all the time. Well, of course, with care. Don't go all fire out of control because you know what happens then. But connect to the fire. Air is coming through very strongly at this point. Beautiful Suzanne, my show shared with me some the I don't know, the eighth breath is what I call it, eternal breath. I have always imagined myself breathing in light, breathing out love, connecting, co-creating with the elements. Okay, so breathing in light, breathing out love. And that is how we connect to. She said also, imagine, like a U, like a eight, the infinity symbol going through your heart, breathing in, breathing out love, breathing out. It's beautiful. Go do your thing that way, but just know the elements are connecting because we are at elemental level. As the elements, kick in, as they have heard the frequency, the song of mother, the music of the spheres that she's putting out now as a divine masculine fully awakens, as we fully step into our guardianship. So use air, call upon the sills, to clear the air so that, and then watch outside of you. Right now in my world, it's raining, but last night I had amazing dreams where I collapsed the last of my timelines that connected me to the 3D matrix, a beautiful human experience. So this morning I woke up and it's raining. Why? Because water is helping to clear those timelines. And this is every time I go through a massive release, right? And then it rains, I'm like, oh yeah, because that means that it's being cleared out of the grids, out of your matrix, out of your inner grids, and the outside representation is showing that. Oh, I know, I'm so excited. Drink lots of water today because I'm just blowing up. And I'm going to blow you up, and we're all blowing each other up, which is a beautiful thing. And plus, remember, you asked me to do it. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm doing what you asked me to do. That makes me happy, which is to blow you up with these reports, right? And yes, this is you, because if you're hearing it, this is for you. So, Earth is calling forth as well. All of them are speaking. Mother is speaking through the birds, through the plants, through the smell of the moist earth. So connect to earth, and right now the elementals want to know that they have aligned. They are here in full assistance. Remember, we are co-creators in these higher vibrational grids. We don't create by ourselves. That was the 3D matrix of separation. Here we're all unified and we call upon all to co-create. So this is what begins the clearing of all interference, of all inorganic, off-world, not for the highest good, you know, I can't even think of the word, blockages that are keeping us from opening up our chakras. Because when we open up our chakras, as within, so without, right? As the inner grids clear and the outer grids will clear, we open up the chakras of the world. And why do we do that? Well, countries, continents are timelines. And countries are timelines. That's why certain countries are Costa Rica being for me one of the highest vibrational places. And when I was there, I was, went through massive transformation. And I am in such deep gratitude to all the souls that have kept all the beautiful places on this earth, which usually what you will find, of course, is the greatest amount of nature, right? At the highest vibration. So, without further ado, energy grid report for today. What is happening? Did you guys feel like a kick in the butt, man, that came through yesterday? I swear I felt like a soccer ball being kicked out into play. Una pelota de fútbol, pow, I was kicked in. I felt like I was doing this, and my heart was just going like that, and I just had unbelievable energy, and I've gotten so much accomplished. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Well, that was the Schumann resonance went up another octave. Oh, yeah. So what does that mean? The divine masculine, the rest of the divine feminine is awakening because the twins have unified at galactic level. That means that the twin essence, and we're talking twin flames here, we're not talking twin souls. The Andromedans have already explained, as best as I can understand, that Andromedan aspect of myself has already explained how this works, and I am going to try and get a video. I am being called in service. I'm about to leave, and will be driving and flying as grid workers, as portal keepers, as whatever you can call grid walkers, grid workers, way showers, portal holders. All of you, all of humanity is being rearranged because as the divine way, the divines, the beloveds come together and come together at galactic level, right, with our twin energy galaxy of the Andromedans. That's why we are so called upon that Andromedans, and the other twins galaxies which we all come from. So as that unification happens and we begin to unify to our twin flame essence, the twin souls, those were third dimensional anchorings of the twin essence so that we could experience that. So for example, you have a twin soul, like if you feel let's say Arcturian, you have a twin soul that is of that light frequency. And of course, Arcturians having their own color spectrum, their own energy frequency that relates to a color. That's what makes the rays. Palladians had their beautiful color, blue rays, red rays. We're all an amazing rainbow. And so, but within each galactic space where we have tripped the light fantastic, because we're multidimensional beings, we have a twin. And so those twin energies have been unifying at the 3D matrix as we come together as twins come together in the Milky Way galaxy. And those are all the twin souls, twin sisters, twin brothers, twin beloveds, right? Because the soul has the ability to experience the divine marriage in all different kinds of ways. You can be a soul that has chosen to be in a masculine body but carry the divine feminine essence within you. Well, guess what? Your soul, your twin soul, right, can be a divine masculine body with a divine feminine energy. So, or what divine. Do you see what I mean? So you can be two divine twin hirogamos energies that have come together, right? Both of you in the same body, but within there will always be a feminine energy and a masculine energy, and that can happen also. Two feminine bodies, and one with a divine masculine, one with a divine feminine, and they become twins. It can also be the opposite of a divine female and a divine male, right, body, and vice versa. It's just, we are creators, so we experience in all different ways. And so that's where right now there's so much about twins. And well, he feels like my twin. Well, that's discernment. These are spiritual initiations to allow us to fully understand ourselves. But the essence that is the twin flame is completely in another. My twin flame essence, we were in separate galaxies. I was in the Andromedan galaxy, tripping the light fantastic, and he came down here, right? And the reason we do that is so that, because this Milky Way is itself a timeline. So my twin flame is not going to be in my same timeline, because that law of resonance, this is why, so I wouldn't get lost, right, in the third dimension. That law of resonance called forth, and that's why we separate, to experience that. And goodness is not big enough that we are we need to find ourselves across time in the Milky Way galaxy. Oh, no, we have higher standards, so we gotta find ourselves across different galaxies. But one will always stay an anchor. Well, now that time is done, because as mother unites with father on this earth, and father awakens and protects her, because that's the beauty of the divine masculine. That is the beauty of how the divine masculine is the doer, right? The divine feminine is magnetic and calls upon her the dreams and accesses, and that's why she is able to carry a child, make life within her, because she's already connected to her heart. The divine masculine disconnects from the heart and goes mental to allow for the two energies to balance, and that's how it was in 3D. But now both energies are balanced. My divine masculine is fully anchored within me, on myself. That's why we have to do the work ourselves, and everything else are near twins. They are here to assist us in releasing all programming of the twin idea that has been at the third dimensional 3D matrix is part real and part not. This is the initiation of understanding that. So what is happening is, as this twin energy comes together, right, and we begin to join and the frequency goes up, the Earth's Kundalini begins to move. And my beautiful sister Eliza sent me this picture, and I'm going to show it to you because it'll probably, where did you go? It will assist you in understanding, right? This is beautiful work done by my beautiful soul sister, Lisa Renee, with Energetic Synthesis. She is a galactic historian and extraordinaire at everything. And she explains, Lucy, she explains greatly in her website. She has a galactic glossary. So any of this that resonates with you, just go and play. Go and play, okay? Take your nut, squirrels, and go and figure out what resonates. But I don't know if you can see this, but this is how the world's Kundalini at third dimension is. But see how it moves? So it leaves and it moves. So now these are the chakras, right, of the world. As within, so without. So because of that, the chakras, as Kundalini moves, just like within us, as Kundalini rises, it clears the chakras. The same thing's happening at world level. That's why tectonic plates are beginning to move. So what does that mean? Grid workers, all of you, this is what we're doing. We're anchoring resurrection pillars of light across the world, all of us. And what that does is it shines a beacon to souls that have been trapped in these ley lines. Middle East being huge. Why do they want war in the Middle East? Why have they done that? Well, because the Middle East is a huge gateway to connecting to the Christ consciousness. So if you keep it, in pain and suffering, it can't rise. Well, third dimensional thinking, right, that's why the powers that think they are, have done everything possible to keep this from happening. but there will always be a higher vibrational solution, and Earth is the higher vibrational solution. And when it finally manifests at grid Earth level, the Kundalini awakens and begins to move, and it begins to change and clear all the world chakras, and the world chakras themselves will move so that those timelines, which are, the continents, and then break down into countries, and then into states or provinces, and then into cities and towns and streets and homes. Okay, that's how we break down, so that all that will shift. So because creation is eternal and it's always expanding, and so the earth is expanding, and this is how shift of ages occur, by the movement of Kundalini. So what does this mean for us, and specifically for me? I am about to leave to go clear certain spaces where there has been a lot of outside interference. And so as we ground these resurrection pillars of light, right, through these portals are magnetic. This is an organic ascension universe. The Milky Way it's organic, well, it's a galaxy, but it's organic ascension. Whatever, you know what I'm getting. You can only get through the portals through your heart. This is why the powers that think they are, right, are in service to self, are in a panic, because they can't create machinery to go through these portals, and this is collapsing. And there's, they have to go and they're going to be knocked to their frequency even lower to experience more lack of, right? More service to self. But part of that is that it dries up. And that is ascension through descension. And that souls choose that, but they have to do that. That's what's so beautiful about it, because it balances out. This is, as per the 7 Hermetic principles, right, of duality and of polarity, right? Even though they're the same, they balance out like a teeter-totter. So as much light, as the more that we rise, the more than the dark has to darken. The more that we lighten, the more that it darkens. That's why everything's coming out and being seen, because it becomes clearer. So as the world's Kundalini moves across, right, they're all through these different portals in a descension timeline, which is where we were before, as per the 7 Hermetic principles of the law of rhythm. We have now began an ascension timeline, right? Because energy goes like this. It never stops. It just shifts. And so because of that, as we begin this, we're down here at the bottom, we're going transitioning, and then we're beginning up. Well, in order for us to begin creating the new world, right, at physical level, Mother basically takes a big dry erase board and goes, and we now have the blue divine print, to be able to create infinite timelines of ascension. And it's a beautiful process. But right now, the second aspect of the mission, of humanity's mission, so to speak, is that once we accomplish the first aspect of unifying within and balancing the divine feminine and divine masculine as a race within us, that's why the divine masculine has to open the heart, and that's why the divine feminine has to access her divine mind. Right? We have to balance that within us. As that happens, the next stage occurs where twins come together physically. This is Hiro Gamo's divine marriages. This is anchoring in what was forgotten of how a divine marriage is. And when we step into that, making love takes on a brand new different way. And this is when we get into tantric sex and all that. It's a beautiful thing. Either way, we get where we're going. Right now, what is happening is, as these magnetic portals, right, have been interfered with throughout history, right? They have done a lot of things to bury them. They put things on them, to control them, to try to cap them, to cover the crown, things like that. As this happens, then as they begin to open, there's souls that are trapped there that have crossed over, and not just human souls. This is all souls on earth, souls that have been, beautiful crystal beings that have been used, not for the highest good, animals, plants, anything, all of that. What will happen is they have been at energy level unable to go through the portals. That was the karmic cycle that kept us trapped, right? And so what we do is we go in front of the Kundalini, and we as humanity, and all of us are doing this in our own beautiful way. We go forward and we open up our heart and say, yes, we are open to love. We immediately, as we do that, we step into service, and Mother will tell us where to go, right? And so we step in, and we are now being guided to open up our hearts and intentionally, consciously begin grounding what are the resurrection pillars, so that all souls that have been kept against their will can see and feel the light and make a choice to either resurrect and come out of it, or some will choose to experience the Kundalini movement. And that is why we have to release all outcome. Our job is to ensure, as per the law of one and free will, that we make accessible the light to all. And this is what we do with resurrection pillars. And so we clear that the previous Kundalini, and then as the Kundalini moves, it clears everything else that needs to be cleared. So what does this mean? Oh my goodness. Well, all those underground bunkers, all that machinery that has been used not for the highest good, all that beautiful information that was received by our beautiful galactic families to assist, that was turned to the other side, Team Dark, TD, that is all going to clear, because Mother has called, and we are Mother. All of us are. And all of us are Father too. So that's what's happening. So right now, all grid workers, all gatekeepers, we are through an immense passage. This is the resurrection passage. This is when humanity, the phoenix, this is the Hopi the Hopi prophecies of the rainbow tribes. Okay, yeah. This is it. This is all us coming together, calling, unifying as one pillar of resurrection, allowing for all souls by free will that choose to move forward and continue an ascension path can do so. This is how we release all that, okay? Blood sacrifices, souls that have been, trapped in that, all of that is part of this. So then the Kundalini will move, and, Mother will clear, right? Because her divine masculine has awakened. I got nothing to say about nothing, Jesus. Everybody's on their own now. Follow your heart and you will be fully guided. It's like when I am here and I'm so blessed to live at the beach. I know when a storm's coming. Sometimes it's not because I feel it, but because the birds have exited the building. Elvis has left the building. That's because Mother has told him, go over there, because, I'm going to do some cleanup. Right? Same thing with us. So, the call has already gone. This is what, has happened in this through this last portal. And now as we come into Valentine's Day, woohoo! Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good one. That's how big this portal is. As we come into that, right, Mother is going to show love for herself. With the assistance of Father Unified, the twins have unified at all levels, whether at twin soul level, whether at 3D, 5D, 6D, 7D, 8D, they've all unified, right? And we have unified galactically, the unification of galactic twins. So I myself had a beautiful experience on 11/11 where I connected to my twin flame, the one, that is that aspect of me. And we connected at etheric levels. So now I know that, because everything was backwards on Earth, right? Right now, the main chakra clearing is happening at Earth level at the throat, so that we can speak, and also here so we can hear the song that we are meant to sing. Okay, that's right now all the clearing is happening at head level. That's why there's also so many crowns are opening. The itching that you're getting, the crystalline, that's crystalline activation within us. The earaches, that's opening up and hearing the divine spheres. The throats, the phlegm, that spin of at molecular level increasing, and it literally spins out all toxins. It's carried out by mucus, right? So we're like coughing up a lung. Okay, that's good. All right. Of course, you're guided from within, for you only know your body. Listen to your body and just do. And that might mean that you need to go get antibiotics or whatever. Only you know what you need. Okay, so follow your body, because right now it is hugely, immensely important for you to completely step into your light and follow your heart, so that we can go through this next movement, this manifestation of outside grids of clearing, right? That's going to be happening through, through the tectonic plates. And there's no fear here. I am not saying this because of fear. Actually, I am so happy I can barely sit straight. I want to like be jumping up and down, but I know that sometimes I get a little out of control. So there is no fear here, because remember, the souls that choose to experience are just choosing, right, to go trip the light fantastic in another way. So we, oh God, I just saw how yeah, okay. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Anyway, I say that all the time. He cracks up. Yeah, Star Wars, Orion Wars, Galactic Wars. Lisa Renee, once again, haha, awesome. So, right now, the world is opening up the heart to all, and we are restoring free will. And it's being restored because we begin ascension. And it's going to happen. We're in the portal, we're in the resurrection portal. We have done it. We've done it. We've done it. Now it's just a matter of setting our intent, opening up our heart for all, okay? And setting the intent for all this to occur with ease and grace. That's how powerful we are in our heart, right? We can't be stopped. So please join me in whichever way you feel called to do so, to just set the intent, open your heart. Yes, I am open to love. Open your heart and be guided from within to in whichever way is your beautiful way of being an aspect of that, because we all play different roles. And just because I am physically going someplace doesn't make me less or more. It just makes it the way I choose to play and live in joy. But your way might be completely different, you know and that's the beauty of it. So open up your hearts right now, align. This is what walking in service means. And just know that all of us are connected. All the way showers have all the information out there for you to tap into as an affirmation from within you. So this message will reach you when you're in alignment to it, because you're ready to download all this information. We catalyst each other. Yes, I am a spiritual catalyst. So through my voice, I catalyst. This is how I ground my energy into the grids. So open up your heart. Show no fear whatsoever. I was just guided to pull a card. I use cards, and I just heard the angels, the archangels, my archangel aspects say, pull a card. And this is the card I pulled. I am not making this up. I shuffled all my cards beforehand, and this is the card. And can you see it? New beginnings and a fresh start. Oh, score! One of the highest vibrational cards we can pull. But what this is really saying is that all are angelic, all are service to others, races, all our galactic families, all our multidimensional families, all our light families that are holding that frequency of service to others are behind us. They're supporting us. Ask for help. Remember, as you physically shift, you have a medical team. Say, yo, somebody get down here, okay? Speak with them. They're your family. They're your best friends. They have been waiting eons to be remembered. So reach out to them and whatever. There are no rules here. Rules limit. Open your heart. You communicate in the language of light with your family in your own beautiful way. My language of light is things like, smart ass and, get yourself together and bonehead and knucklehead and, but that's the way that we communicate, just like you would with your loved ones and your family when you're kidding around, okay? That's what it feels like. So don't at this moment, just open your heart. I've done, I and others have done incredible, put out information. We are the sacred scribes. We put out information. It will reach you when you need it. Release all outcome. Know that you are hugely loved. Know that you are hugely protected. Know that you are huge and you are beautiful. You are love, for love is all there is. We are love, because love is all there is. Humanity is awakening. We are unifying. Twins are unified. Now it'll trickle down, right? And to each individual soul's choice of whether they unify, or whether they go trip the light fantastic somewhere else, or whether they exit physically and come right back in as walk-ins. There's a ton of walk-ins coming, man. They're like waiting. I keep sensing them. Like those really cool, how they'll have the race, and the little electric gates go ding, and whatever's raising just takes off. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. These twins, man, they're like, because they have to reach a frequency to be able to either come in as walk-ins, or come in as spontaneous awakenings, or come in as being born. Because these souls that are coming in now are like, because the frequency of the planet can withstand that, right? Only the first wavers had to come in with that higher frequency and ground the light, because we were the energetic foundations. We chose that upon. Second wavers, man, they're the physical, and let me tell you, woohoo. And third wavers are the physicals, and they're all coming. And then on top of that, all souls that are choosing to exit and go experience something else, but that I have made the physical shift, they're making brand new soul contracts with walk-ins. And this is where so many twin flames will unify as walk-ins. They're also, fully as a divine masculine, fully awakens, and as a divine feminine fully awakens. What happened to me, man? August 25th, 2011, I'm standing in my freaking kitchen and I have a spontaneous awakening. This is coming too. This is the new way. It's going to happen quickly once the Kundalini moves and clears. This is where, yes, to all of those that say, the big bases and the machinery and all that, that's not that service to self. Well, you know what? Call upon fire, call upon water, call upon air, call upon earth to co-create healing, and then release it all. And whatever happens through that happens. All right? Because Mother has awakened, her divine masculine has unified, and she is protecting her children, and we're all her children. So in a way, by clearing those souls that are in service to self, and literally, going, okay, frequency can no longer hold you, see ya, those souls are being aided, and assisted and supported as they continue in their experience of ascension through descension. That's what's so beautiful. All souls, all expressions of creation are always ascending, because our creator is unconditional love, and there's always expansion. And what we think is descension is still expansion. It's just a different experience of expansion, right? Because the joy of awakening comes from the fact we're asleep. And it is a great joy indeed. So it is with great joy that I join you today. I am so grateful for you. I know that I have a lot of emails. I am putting forth a call for support, assistance, and help so that I can keep up, because I can't, I'm having trouble with electronics. Mercury retrograde. Thank you. To all, I put forth, let's step fully, let's assist each other. There is no more me, you. There are no gurus, there are no this. Join me in my Facebook page. You can also join me as I post a lot of individual things in my Facebook page, not always in my WordPress, because like I said, I need help. Need all the help I can get. So just follow your heart. Teams are coming together. I myself am putting forth a team for a brand new way of doing a healing center. And I have fully stepped into that, and I'm grounding the light and calling forth with my frequency all those soul members that have wanted to co-create this with me, because we are co-creating. This isn't going to be my healing center, even though it's not a healing center. It's something Nuts and amazing. But so it isn't mine, it's ours. It's for the planet. This is what walking in service means, and this is why twins are coming together and higher vibrational souls are stepping in to be able to anchor in those new dreams, new ways of doing things, new paradigms that are infinite, those timelines that can forever expand. So, we have entered. We are here. Resurrection pillars are grounding all over the world. And those are at magic, at new ley lines that have been laid by the grid walkers and all the beautiful souls that have been on this path consciously, being gatekeepers and portal holders and all that, right? So, open up your heart. Yes, I am open to love. Yes, I am open to love. And you know, whatever comes up, just love it right now. Just love it and be thankful because you are watching the passing of an era. We are entering the golden age. This is the work that was started thousands of years ago by the Buddha and by the Christ and by the what Allahs, but you know all those that were beautiful light workers, right? This is finally all their energy is physically manifesting as we have fully anchored into the Christ consciousness. We have fully anchored that onto this beautiful planet, and now you know we are on that magnetic heart track to connecting and becoming one with Source. All of us, humanity has awakened, and I am so happy. I love you all, and yeah, I love you all. I am in awe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I will connect soon. I don't know when. I don't know. I am going into service. I probably will disconnect for a while, but that means nothing because I don't know what a wild is. We'll be coming back with a beautiful Andromedan report about twins as more and more, as more understanding and I assimilate and integrate more of this information. If this resonates with you, it's wonderful. Take what you need, leave the rest. And I love you. Bye.